All right, going to open up this Painesville Township Board of Trustees meeting at 11:02 a.m. Please join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Josh, looking at Jeremy, looks like we missed the memo on the red zip up quarter sweater.
Did these get reprinted? Did these get reprinted?
He's got the same.
Yeah.
No. Jeremy's got the same
For the
sweater,
agenda,
Mike.
so all we have to do is change the numbers on the agenda. Mike?
What?
So the numbering is off on the copy that we had, so we thought Karen was going to reprint it. I don't need it reprinted, but the only change was the numbering, right? So it goes to number 5 on the second page when we get to that. I'm looking at the
I wasn't
agenda.
in on this. I don't know what you're talking about.
So if you look, yeah, you mentioned earlier. So the numbering on
It's just.
that's the only change, right?
It's just.
All right, very good. So we didn't reprint it. That was the question.
I did, there was just a couple of
He was talking about budget. You're talking about the numbers on the agenda.
You changed numbers in the budget from what we have in front of us. Well, you better read them right, because I don't have an updated copy to read the numbers you do. Okay. All right. Mr. Mannery, please call roll.
Present.
Trustee Hillier,
Present.
trustee Pinnock,
Present.
fiscal officer Patriarca. We're all present and accounted for, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Mannery. Trustees, I need a motion to approve the minutes from the December 1st, 2020 meeting.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Mr. Mannery, please give us a summary of the work session.
Hold on 1 second. You had a couple other minutes to approve there.
I was gonna say, we have special meeting minutes. We should, they're not on there, but
They're there.
If they're not,
they're not on this, is what I'm saying.
then.
But they are, they're there.
Oh, there's 2 more right here. That's what
Yeah,
these are. I
no,
thought
we
this was the other
revised
copy.
it.
All right. Thank you for catching that. All right. So I need a motion to approve the minutes from the December 7th, 2020 meeting.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Aye. And finally, I need a motion to approve the minutes from the December 9th, 2020 meeting.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Aye. Okay, now, Mr. Mannery, thank you.
Mr. Chairman, the trustees opened the work session at 8:15 this morning and went into executive session to discuss employment in the administrative department. They came out of executive session at 9 and virtually met with Joe Sweet, requested a modification to the consent decree at Riverwood Village. The trustees also heard from Eric Williams, who is an attorney representing the owners of 1650 Menor Avenue, who are applying for a similar use petition. The administrator talked about the dates for our special events and for our the township holidays next year in 2021. Trustees talked about having a meeting with the collective bargaining unit. The trustees approved the holidays, or discussed the holidays as we want them in 2021. Fire chief talked about staffing in relation to the COVID pandemic that's going on and the coordination between all the fire stations in Lake County to make sure every community is covered. The fire chief gave an update on potential distribution methods for the vaccine that's coming out for COVID. He talked about his new equipment a little bit. The service director talked about a request from a resident about Vassar Drive. He talked about a dead tree at 125 Kenilworth with the trustees. The service director gave a review of the curbside collection program we had this past Saturday. And he also talked about the OPWC Round 34 application for a grant for working on our roads. The zoning inspector gave an update on 3 zoning cases that were approved last night by the zoning commission to be given to the trustees to be set for a public hearing, which the trustees will do today. The zoning inspector gave an update on a situation that's been going on at 206 Hawthorne. The other zoning inspector, Harley, gave updates about a couple of businesses that are considering properties in Painesville Township for business, just giving a go-ahead update. And that's it, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Mannery. All right, the next two items on the agenda, if there's anybody listening online that would like to speak, we have two items coming up, old business, new business. If you're online, streaming this, and you would like to speak on the existing item, it would be old business. If there's something new for the trustees, you'd like to address us in general, that would also fall under new business. So first up, is there any old business from the floor? Going to give you a few minutes to unmute. Is there anybody who'd like to address old business? All right, hearing none, going to move on to new business. Is there anybody online who would like to speak, address the trustees under new business from the floor? Okay, hearing none, going to move on. Lake County Sheriff's Office report. We have our esteemed sheriff here, Sheriff Liam Bruno. Step into the mic.
Good morning. For November, we had 1,650 calls for service. We had 20 property damage accidents, 4 injury accidents. We made 31 arrests in the township, 9 for drugs, 13 domestics, 3 disorderlies. We had 4 thefts. We did, let's see, how many? 89 traffic details. From that, we had 252 warnings and 32 citations. We had 23 driving under suspensions in the township, 1 OVI arrest. We did 217 business checks, 114 crime preventions. Lots of investigations going on, but we're looking at 26 civil complaints, 23 disturbances, 31 domestic violences that we are investigating for further issues. 106 suspicious circumstances or persons in the townships that we responded to, 34 traffic complaints, 29 welfare checks. Possibly you saw Saturday, we assisted Painesville City. So we came from Painesville Township. It was a woman had fallen off a cliff, I believe on the Painesville Township Painesville side of Rec Park. So as soon as you go to that far right corner off the oval, you start down the Grand River, there's about a 7,500 foot cliff.
Oh.
So she had fallen that night, girl about 26 years old, and was pretty much okay, but was surrounded by the rushing water and no way to get out. So Saturday morning, somebody heard her calls for help. And so Painesville City was looking. We came from the old Casement golf course, came across there. So 1,000 yards of weeds to get through there because it's all grown over, and spotted her on the bank against the cliff, and the fire department was able to come down in a boat and get her and take her to the hospital from there. So
How do you fall 75 feet and survive?
well, we're getting pretty good at responding to these because earlier last Friday on Interstate 90, OSP tried to make a traffic stop. We were assisting them. The guy took off, crashed at Vrooman Road. Couldn't find him. About a couple hours later, he was reported walking on Interstate 90 in the westbound lane. He was walking east. When our deputy pulled off, he jumped off that bridge, which is about a 100-foot drop down to the Grand River. And I think he broke his arm, but other than that, I don't know. People are getting pretty good at jumping off cliffs, I guess, and surviving.
So she was running from the police, or
He was.
What was her thing?
She was hiking up there, she said, and fell off.
At night. Hiking
So
at
I
night, right?
have no idea. So anyways, it's amazing. Some people fall just off a ladder and get killed, and other people can jump off a cliff. So
Wow,
Scary.
that's amazing. Chief, did I hear you, or Chief, I'm sorry, it's a throwback there.
it's okay.
Sheriff, you said there's only one OVI for the entire month. Did I hear that correctly?
Yes, we had one OVI arrest.
That's amazing.
In Painesville Township.
What's typical? I would think, I would think that would be normally much larger. Is that normal? Not that I'm
No,
complaining.
We usually have four or five.
It's not huge.
Okay,
Yeah, we don't, typically don't have a ton based on the reports he reads.
Right.
okay. It's just one stuck out to me. I would expect more, but that's good to hear. That's good to hear. Okay.
Okay.
Very
Bars are
good.
closed, they're inside partying, they're not at the bars going around.
There you go.
Their house parties.
Their house parties, they can crash.
Right.
Yeah,
Plus, the bars are closed at 10, right?
That's what
You
I'm
don't have a
saying.
chance yet.
Okay. Very good.
All right, thank you, Sheriff. Appreciate it. All right, we're going to move on to department reports. Start off with Service Department, Mr. Thompson.
I just want to remind everybody that our curbside Christmas tree pickup will start on Monday, January 4th, and it will last at least through January 22nd. If we get some winter weather during that time and we're not able to pick them up, they will all get picked up eventually. It might just take a little longer. And we'd like people to remove all the lights, decorations, tree stands, and even the plastic disposal bags, because all of that stuff has to be removed before it goes through the chipper.
Just the tree.
And those all get recycled, right? We
Yes,
take them somewhere and they,
we chip
chip
them
them.
all ourselves.
Okay.
Yeah, we bring them back to the garage. That's all I have today.
Thank you, Mr. Thompson. Fire Department, Chief Huffman.
Just to kind of follow up a little on what Sheriff Liam Bruno said, our fire department assisted Painesville City in that water rescue for the person that fell near casement also. And then also in Leroy with the rope rescue, we were out there for that. And then subsequently, there was a Leroy firefighter that ended up needing assistance, driving the four-wheeler, coming in the back way to try to drive that person out off a Payne Creek there, and somehow drove it into a deep hole in the creek, and he was stuck in the middle, and there was another water rescue going on while the rope rescue was going on. So that whole incident ended up being pretty crazy. And then night before last, Fairport had a fire that we assisted in on Plum Street. So that was our big calls in the last couple of days.
Thank you, Chief.
I assume you must have mentioned something to the Leroy Fire Chief?
Oh, he hasn't heard it.
All right, move on to Zoning Department. First go to Mr. Constantine.
nothing to add.
Okay, believe I read those, we heard those lips. Nothing to add. Mike was muted. Harley? All right, Harley has nothing to add. Move on to Legal Advisor. Jeremy?
I don't have anything specific to report, but just let me know on that MOU so I can send it to the union so they can have their legal look at it.
I think we're good, right? You're good? Yeah, we're fine with it as presented.
Okay, I'll send it to the union, have their lawyers look at it, and then let you know that we can sign off and we'll be good to go.
Thank you. Anything else?
Nothing else to report.
Okay, Administrator, Mr. Mannery?
Just to let everyone know that the trustees did host a drive-through with Santa Claus on Saturday at our service garage. We served over 100 cars with kids and children in it. Santa Claus from our service department did a great job. We gave out goodie bags to the children. It was really a nice event, people driving through, and a lot of residents commented how grateful they were that we had something for their kids to come and see Santa Claus. So it's a good event. That's it.
It sure was. And as you said, thank you to the service department. And I know Karen and I'm sure others all helped putting those baggies together. It was a lot of work. But thank you very much. One woman came through and she made a comment, and it was kind of enlightening. She says she didn't know how she was going to get her kids to see Santa this year. And so she was just tickled pink and so appreciative that the township had this. So it worked really nice. Santa was awesome. Okay, fiscal officer, Mr. Patriarca.
Yes, I would request a resolution to authorize an amendment to the permanent appropriations for the 2020 fiscal year. The only real change is in the fire district for some monies that we received from Bureau of Workers' Comp for some of the COVID work that we're doing. The dollar amounts are general fund, $1,016,777. Motor vehicle license tax, 50,000. Gasoline tax, 300,000. Road and bridge fund, 1,811,474. Fire district, 5,527,219. Police district, 769,771. Permissive motor vehicle license, 200,000. Lighting assessment, 137,610. Public Works Commission, 300,000, and the Coronavirus Relief Fund, $988,764.32, for a total of $11,101,615.32.
Is there a motion to approve?
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I would also
Aye.
request.
Okay, Josh?
I said aye.
I didn't hear you.
Aye.
Okay, aye.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Would also request a resolution to adopt our temporary resolutions for the year 2021, fiscal year 2021, in the following amounts. General fund, $633,022. Motor vehicle license tax, $50,000. Gasoline tax, $300,000. Road and bridge fund, $1,880,413. The police fund, $793,099. Fire district, $5,385,493. Permissive motor vehicle license, $200,000. Lighting assessments, $100,390. OPWC grant, $300,000, for a total of $9,642,416.
Is there a motion to approve?
So moved. Second.
Discussion? So Mike, on the general fund, I realize it's lower. We're going to come back later and fix it. I'm wondering why that one's lower and some of the others really aren't.
Part of the reason is that in our temporary appropriations, we can't appropriate more than what we've actually got coming in. Otherwise, we have to note it on our financials for the year. It's just a procedural thing. We will amend that when we do the final resolution.
We're expecting more than $633,000 though.
No,
During the period.
but we'll explain it to you. But this is just temporary. This just gets us to get through the first 2 months of the year, and then we'll finalize the actual dollar amounts.
Okay.
Okay.
OPWC grants now 300,000. I thought that went to zero.
We have to put the budget in for the year that we're actually paying the money out. So since we're actually doing a project here this year, even though we didn't get approved for the one, but that would be something that would be in another year. But this year we will have those monies expended.
All right. Thank you. Any other
Correct.
questions? Good. All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And finally, I would request a resolution requesting an advance payment of property taxes from the Lake County Auditor in 2021.
So moved. Second.
Normally, we never had to do that, but now they would always just give us an advance on that money. But now they require us to formally request that they do that.
It started last year when the new auditor took over.
Discussion. So request an advance payment. Do we not have to list a dollar amount?
No, they determine the dollar amount.
That'll come later.
So what typically happens is that what had always happened in the past is that they would collect like the real estate taxes, by the end of January or whatever. They give us kind of like an advance on that, like 500,000 here, 100,000 there, just kind of depending upon what they collected in. And then when they do the final settlement, which would typically be a couple months later, they would give us the exact dollar amounts. And so depending upon what the fund was, they would give us certain advances. And they would just do that automatically. Now we have to actually request for them to do that.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
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 That's it for the fiscal officers.
Thank you, Mr. Patriarca. All right, trustees, I need a motion to request a resolution appointing Josh Pennock as the chairman of the Board of Trustees for 2021.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. I need a motion to request a resolution appointing Chuck Hillier as vice chairman of the Board of Trustees for 2021.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. I need a motion to request a resolution appointing Gabe Cicconetti as fiscal officer pro tempore for
Tempore.
20, how you pronounce that word?
Temporary.
Tempore. Okay, you think I know that one by now too. For 2021.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. I need a motion to request a resolution approving township holidays for 2021 as follows: Martin Luther King Day, January 18th, Good Friday, April 2nd, Memorial Day, May 31st, Independence Day, July 5th, Labor Day, September 6th, Columbus Day, October 11th, Veterans Day, November 11th, Thanksgiving Day, November 25th, Day after Thanksgiving, November 26th, Christmas Eve, December 23rd, Christmas Day, December 24th, New Year's Eve, December 30th, and New Year's Day, December 31st.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. I need a motion to request a resolution reappointing Ted Gluchik to a 5-year term on the Zoning Commission. The term begins January 1st, 2021.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I need a motion to request a resolution reappointing David Lindros to a 5-year term on the Board of Zoning Appeals. The term begins January 1st, 2021.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I need a motion to request a resolution reappointing Dale Lewis as an alternate to a 5-year term on the Board of Zoning Appeals. The term begins January 1st, 2021.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I need a motion to request a resolution to approve payment to Ohio Cat in the amount of $36,889.08 for repair on the cat loader.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Excuse me. Aye. I need a motion to request a resolution to approve payment of $14,947.96 for the second payment on the Station 1 renovation for social distancing paid out of the CARES Act fund to GEM Construction.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? What's causing?
That's
Thank you. Yeah, okay, that one kept growing. Where am I at? Okay, I need a motion to request a resolution authorizing the township to contribute $3,400 to an HSA account for employees who participate in the township's family coverage health insurance plan and to contribute $1,450 for employees who participate in the township's single coverage health care insurance plan.
so moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I need a motion to request a resolution to approve final payment of $25,000 to First Class Construction for the remodel at Station Number 2 for social distancing to be paid out of the CARES Act fund.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I need a motion to request a resolution to approve payment of $3,106 to HZW for professional services rendered for the closed landfill.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I need a motion to request a resolution to approve payment of $6,500 to Lanigan Heating and Air Conditioning for exhaust fans at Fire Station 3, paid out of the CARES Act fund.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I need a motion to request a resolution to approve the township curbside leaf and brush pickup schedule for 2021.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I need a motion to continue zoning case Z20-ZC-05 to January 5th, 2021 at 7:30 PM.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I need a motion to acknowledge receipt of proposed text amendments to sections 25, 5, 14, 15, 16, and 32, known as zoning case 20-ZC-06, and to set a public hearing date of January 5th, 2021, to immediately follow proceedings related to case 20-ZC-05.
So moved.
Those aren't by resolution. I think you can skip the motion part, right, and just acknowledge, right?
Do we need a motion to set the public hearing?
Yeah, I would do a motion. I mean, I would just do it how you have it done. Because really, you just need to acknowledge receipt of it, but you do need to set a date for the hearing.
Okay, so there you go. All right.
So he made the
So
motion.
second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion to acknowledge receipt of proposed text amendments to sections 5 and 6, known as zoning case 20-ZC-08, and to set a public hearing date of January 5th, 2021, to immediately follow proceedings related to case 20-ZC-06.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Aye. Need a motion to acknowledge receipt of proposed text amendments and to sections 5, 12, 22, and 25, known as zoning case 20-ZC-09, and to set a public hearing date of January 5th, 2021, to immediately follow proceedings related to case 20-ZC-08.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye. Aye.
All right. Trustees, do you have anything?
No.
No? All right. Need a motion to adjourn this meeting at 11:29.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Aye, we are adjourned.
Hey, Sean, do you want to stay on or do you want me to call you? Okay. Okay, thanks. I'll call you in a minute.
Bye, everybody.